Hi, everybody. It's Deirdre Fay, and I wanted to bring you Cami McBride to talk to you about dealing with stress. I'm sure none of you are ever in stress and you have an easy and simple life. But for those few of us who struggle a little at times and have some stress, I want you to know about Cami and her healing herbal oils. She is, when we think about medicine women, Cami's a medicine woman. She knows how to distill all these things. She walks through the garden and she knows what this flower, this herb, this works and puts it all together. Not only is it yummy smelling, but it's healing. So I thought, I certainly can use some of this de-stress at times. And I thought, well, Cami, help us out.
Oh, Deirdre, thank you. I love your work. I love what you do. And it's just, I'm so grateful to be here. And yeah, there's a lot we can do to use the herbs to help us de-stress. And one of the things that I do is I teach people how to make their own herbal oils and how to infuse herbs into oils. And the reason I do that is because, well, I teach herbal medicine, but I'm really into simple things that people can do every day. And the herbal oils, what they do is you not only get the benefit of the herbs, but you also get the benefit of the oiling. And the thing is that what I don't think people realize is that keeping your skin moisturized and oiled is a profound way to nourish the nervous system and reduce stress.
Oh my God. Now say a little bit more about that, Kim, because I don't think I know that.
I know it's not very common knowledge, but see, there's something about when your skin gets dehydrated, right? So you can start to feel, if you start hydrating and moisturizing your skin on a regular basis, you'll be able to notice when it's not moisturized. Because the thing is that right under the skin is what? The nerves, right? And so if your skin is dry and not moisturized, that dryness transfers down to the nerves. So you see, the nervous system likes to operate in a hydrated, moisturized environment, or the synapses just don't happen. They don't communicate as well. They don't relay messages well when things are dehydrated. And so we know about drinking water and all of that, but if you don't have a layer of fat on your skin, then what happens is the water dissipates and you get dry. So there's a lot of things that cause dehydration. But when you start oiling your skin and moisturizing your skin every day on a regular basis, you will notice that your nervous system stays moisturized. And when your nervous system stays moisturized, it reduces stress because the nervous system, again, it likes to operate in a hydrated, moisturized environment. And this may be something that you're like, what is that? But if you moisturize every day and then don't moisturize for 3 or 4 days and pay attention, you'll notice that you get slightly more irritated.
No kidding.
You watch, because your nervous system, because it affects your skin, you access the nervous system directly through the skin. Okay, so one of the things is that all the nerves end in the feet. They end in the face, the hands, and the feet. And so sometimes for people, they're like, I can't get to my whole body. I don't have time, or, I got my clothes on. But one thing you can do every day, even in the morning or before you go to bed, is oil your feet. Okay.
Oh, fascinating.
So if I'm anxious or upset or irritated, or I can't get to sleep, or I wake up in the night, you ever do that?
Right. A few times, right?
3 a.m. and you're just like all of a sudden full on, right? The first thing I do is I get up and I just oil my feet. I put a ton of oil, and I'll notice that my feet will be dry, and I'll wait a minute and I'll put even more oil on.
Wow.
And then I put socks on so I don't destroy my bedding. And you will be amazed because you're accessing the nerves directly.
Isn't that fascinating? Now, what kind of oil, Cami? Is this like just
So
olive oil or castor oil, or?
You can just start with, your lotion that you have, any kind of lotion. You want moisture. But I am really big on keeping the chemicals out of our body because chemicals disrupt the nervous system. They disrupt your hormones and they disrupt the nervous system, and they can cause all kinds of problems. And the majority of oils and moisturizers in the store have chemicals in them. So I'm all about teaching people how to make their own herbal oils, but you don't have to start there. You can start with just some olive oil or some sesame oil or coconut oil, right? And just get started. But then once you realize, oh, wow, this is good. If you want to be more connected to the earth, if you kind of have like, oh, I'd like to make it myself, because really the oils at the store, you don't know how long they've been sitting there if you buy herbal or moisturizers. So making yourself, you make such a high quality oil where you infuse the herbs. So not only do you have the benefits of the oil, but then now you start adding lavender and chamomile and infusing these really nourishing, nervous system nutritive herbs into the oil. And so now you are doing something that's not only the benefit of the moisturizing, but now you're also delivering these healing nervous system nourishing herbs into your body.
Wow. Wow. Like I feel like I've known you all this time, and I still never got just what you're saying right there. So, Cami, so one thing is to just moisturize, period, especially hands and feet. But then there's using kinds of oils, and then there's infusing the oils with herbs, which is another additive of beauty developer. So we get even more benefit. And so a part of what you teach is about what herbs to use, what herbs are best for us at different times.
Yeah, so my course that that's open for enrollment right now is handcrafted healing herbal oils, and I teach you from the very beginning how to first of all, we start with just the oils. What are all the self-care rituals and routines to really nourish the nervous system with just your plain oils? You don't even have to use the herbs. I'm really big on bringing herbs into your everyday life. So you're developing a connection and having these points of connection, kind of like you teach, right? Now you have these small points of connection throughout the day, and you develop. I work with people to have these healing connections using the oils, right? So you just take a moment here and there to moisturize your hands, or there's all kinds of really small, like short, easy self-care rituals and techniques that you can do with the herbal oils. But then
Cami, not to interrupt you, but to say that is so important, because people need self-compassion, and this self-care is another form of self-compassion, of like, how do you maybe even just rub your hands together in a way that is a self-care, but there's something about learning to give to ourselves. I love what you're saying.
Okay, I love what you're saying because it is, people think it's like, oh, skincare, right?
Right.
But skincare is the gateway to self-healing. Because, people think of skincare like, oh God, I have this, look at my wrinkles, I got to de-age and, but skincare, it's the gateway to your nervous system, but it's also the gateway where you take your hands and you can either go like this, or you can bring consciousness to when your hands touch your body. And it's you learn how self-healing when you apply the oils with consciousness for any age. And especially I'm really big on teaching young girls this, so that they really learn how to listen to their body from the get-go, right? Save a lot of trouble. And so it's the gateway to really activating self-healing. When you start applying these oils with consciousness and awareness, even like you said, just like a few seconds, right? It's like, oh, see, my skin I'm dry right here. I need to. I keep my oils at my desk. Keep them in my car.
Wow.
It's like, oh, you're dry. This will. You watch when you notice that you start to get dehydrated, you'll get just a little bit more irritated, because the nervous system wants to be taken.
Wow. Well, this is great, Cammie. And your course is open for just a day, right?
Yeah, we close enrollment today, handcrafted healing herbal oils.
Today.
Yeah, tonight at midnight. What is today? Thursday? Yeah.
No, today's Wednesday.
Today's
Tomorrow.
Thursday, tomorrow. We close tomorrow at midnight. And I guide you step by step in all the self-care routines to reduce stress, and then also how to really activate the herbs and bring the herbs into your oils, and bring herbal medicine into your everyday life in a really super simple way. You know, herbal medicine isn't just about when you catch a cold. It's about having a proactive prevention. This is a prevention lifestyle way of being.
That's great. Right.
Really get people, you know, up and running with that. Even if, you know, so people that may already be gardening or working with herbs, and also people that are just starting out, like brand new, never done any kind of herbal medicine making before. You can do this, and it's very, very simple.
Well, so I'm going to put your link there so people know how to find you, and we'll get this up. And I'm so grateful you were even willing to just have this little talk. Like, I feel so learned by what I got. So I'm going to go and put some stuff on my hands.
I have to say that that's how I feel whenever I listen to you too.
Oh, Cammie, you're the best of the whole world. All right, dear. Well, good luck on everything, and we'll be in touch. And thank you for joining us.
Okay, enjoy your day.
Thanks, hon.